Massive hit. Oh, they've clipped. Off. How he held on to that, I don't know. This is the biggest crash in RGL history. He's out of control and into the wall. Brace yourselves, this is going to be action-packed.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 2013 RGL Forza Championships. We're bringing you some Tier 2 action this round as we hit the halfway point of the season, and it's looking to be an exciting round. We are at the Circuit de Catalunya this round. We are using the Grand Prix layout, which is 4.66 kilometers. A bit technically challenging because there's a few sweeping bends and some tight corners, so a bit tricky with the setup. You can see there, early afternoon, 21 degrees. Taking a look at qualifying now, we had a very close result between Brudex Magix and the Doc. CKZ there, right behind his partner in crime, Woebegone starting out of P4. NZ Warrior and Chaos Theory taking out row 3. Ollie 9394 in P7 for Movie Madness Motorsport. And we got Drifter there out of P8 for Midnight Racing. And taking a look at the back of the field now, and we have Zulu out of P9 for Movie Madness Motorsport, which I think puts him behind his partner in crime, and DeadX for Dead Last Racing starting dead last. He had a scratch time, which would have put him, I think, if I remember those times correctly, would have put him P7. But yeah, unfortunately couldn't get a clean lap in, so let's get started. We've got 3 lights. And we're off. And it looks like a pretty slow start for CKZ there, but he's usually been a little slow off the line. And everybody else looks to have gotten away cleanly in this picture. CKZ's broken a little early there. Wobegone's gone deep. He's on the inside. Ooh, a bit of contact there in the background. And NZ Warrior looks to be off the road. A bit more contact. A bit off shot. Hopefully we get a replay of that. The 3 out the front look to have got away cleanly. Brute looks a bit wide there. There's a few other cars going a bit wide through that 3rd corner. And still clean. Oh, Drifter off the road there. Oh, he's gone way deep, missed his braking point there. Cars all over the place at the moment. First few corners, it's always a bit action-packed. Still clean up the front though, it seems. A bit of damage to Wobegone's car there, but I think that was because of his bump on Brudex Magix, going into the first corner. And NZ Warrior a bit sideways there. It looks like there might have been contact with Chaos Theory. And coming down the back straight now towards turn 9, as we get a nice shot there of the Interstate Motorsport car of Woebegone 6. Yeah, an interesting first few corners there. Hopefully we get a replay of some of that action. We're missing Eskimo and Blogsy this round. They were not able to make it, so the SYB boys look like they're both out of the running for both the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' title. And coming around the last corner now onto the main straight to finish lap 1 of Circuit de Catalunya. And these front 4 runners are drawing a bit of a gap on the rest of the field. And we're jumping back now. It looks like we are travelling with Chaos Theory, who was formerly Lord Aeron in the number 93 Top Gear racing car. We've got Drifter right behind him here. And you can see there the Doc has set the fastest lap for a standing lap. It's pretty good. We had some of our Tier 1 runners setting 158s as standing laps, which goes to show the close time difference between the front-running Tier 2 drivers and the lower half of the Tier 1 field. Especially since the start of the season, the gap has definitely got a lot closer. So be interesting to see how that shapes up as the season progresses, to see the time difference come down between some of those front runners. And oh, Drifter, I was off the road again. This time is at turn 5, is that? Yes, turn 5. So yeah, he's got to work on those braking points. I think maybe do a bit of work with his engineers. There's a bit of a gap now to Lord Aeron. He was Chaos Theory. Sorry, he was closing in, which we'll see how long it takes him to close back up there. Coming through turn. Oh, he's cut that corner a little bit and gone wide as a result. There's no grip out there, so not the best place to go wide. And coming around turn 11 there. It's another one of those very interesting corners where you occasionally, if you get it wrong, you get it very wrong. So on board now with the dock, lap 3 of Circuit de Catalunya. And we got the dock in the pits, so he's heading into the pits. So we're jumping on board with Brudex Magics for CKZ Racing. CKZ Racing are currently leading the Constructors title. CKZ 945 and Brudex Magics teamed up just after round 3, I think it was. And there we have Brudex Magic setting the fastest lap, which is actually pretty close to the lap record heading into this round that was held by Alcimo, which was a 1:53.8. So it's a bit quick, this kid. Be interesting to see how his race evolves over the rest of the season. And on board now with DeadX for Dead Last Racing, sitting just behind Ollie 9394. It's a very interesting design for the Dead Last Racing Falcon for this season. Purple and orange with a bit of green thrown in for good measure. And Ollie a bit sideways there, struggling for a little bit of traction. And DeadX a bit sideways as well. Coming down into turn 9 here. It's a very tight hairpin, very technical corner. And there you can see in the distance, I think that was CKZ maybe heading through there. Oh, ZX off the road. That's not going to help him in his chase for Ollie, and you can see the Doc, who has just pitted, coming up behind ZX there. And another fastest lap for Brudex Magics. He's almost so close to breaking into those 153s. And on board now with Zulu for Movie Madness Motorsport. Coming through towards turn 12. Heading to the end of a lap. And we've got a replay. Here we go. Replay of the race start. On board with NZ Warrior. So CKZ had a tap from behind, and then he's tapped into Warrior. And it probably wasn't the best track re-entry by NZ Warrior there. I know that the side of the track there has a bit of traction. The game's code makes it a bit slippery out there, so it probably wasn't the best place to do a re-entry. And it was Drifter who tapped CKZ from behind. And here we have a replay of Drifter's expeditions into the gravel. So that was the first lap incident, and got back on the road okay. And it's just a bit tight there with Zulu, who's he's tapped into his partner in crime there. Probably not the best way to treat your teammate. And this was his lap 2 expedition at the following corner. So Drifter trying to make his own racetrack there, and it's probably not working very well for him. And back on board with Brudex Magics here as we head into lap 6 of 9 at Circuit de Catalunya. And taking a look now at the Screw Gamers leaderboard, we have Brudex Magics holding station, and Woebegone, CKZ, Chaos Theory holding out the top 4 positions. Drifter in P5, he's moved up 3, not bad considering he's been off track a couple of times. The Doc, NZ Warrior and Zulu, they're having pitted along with Ollie and ZX. On board now with Drifter. And he sounds like he's missed a gear there coming through that corner. And he sounds like he's got it in the right spot now. And he's missed his locked up his brakes there, so maybe lacking a bit of concentration with his teammate so far out in the lead at the moment, or looking like he's out in the lead. Pit stop windows have left it a little up in the air at the moment. And based on the Doc's car, it looks like Midnight Racing might have a new livery upcoming for either the Enduro rounds or perhaps the remaining races of the season. And he's locked up his brakes again there, so he's struggling for a bit of concentration. On board now with Chaos Theory, who I think is coming into the he's coming into the pits, so we're going to have a bit of a look here at who he's racing against, which I think is NZ Warrior, who's just coming around turn 11 here. So based on previous viewings of pit stop racing, it appears that just at the end of turn 11 is about where you want to beat someone who's currently in the pits by the time you get around and get down the main straight. So I think Chaos Theory is just going to have this here. He's just coming out now, and NZ's just crossed the line. And there you can just see he's just managed to stay ahead there. So and NZ a little deep into that corner. Good job, good few laps by Chaos Theory to stay ahead of NZ Warrior for Interstate Motorsport and Top Gear Racing. And NZ a little deep there, but managed to stay on track. It'll be interesting to see how the battle between Brute X Magics and the Doc pans out once Brute takes his pit stop. And Drifter heading into turn 9 here. And locked his brakes a little bit again, so another replay. Oh, we've got some slow-mo action here, turn 11. Let's take a look and see how everybody's lines looks. Well, I don't think we'll get everybody because that'll take a while, but the Doc there looks like he's got that nice and clean. It's a very good line, very clean, no stepping out. Chaos Theory still rocking the Lord Aeron tag at the moment on the front of his car, but that will change by the next round. So he looks like he's done that nice and clean. And DeadX, he's got this all wrong here. He's just going just off. I don't think he's going to go all the way off the track just there. I think he's got that clean. And that's not Zulu next to him. Don't get confused by the... that's Zulu in front of these two there. That's actually Ollie on the right. I forgot to change the gamer tag on his car, so DeadX got that one all wrong, looks like. And on board with Chaos Theory. We are on to lap 8 of 9. Now on board with the Doc. And all you can see there in the background, that was Ollie heading down the main straight, which just shows you the difference, the time difference between the front runners and the rear of the field. So there you can see the developing new livery of the Midnight Racing team, which I think we'll get a nice shot of at the next round at Road Atlanta for our foray back into reverse grid racing. And you can see here Brute is in the pits, and the Doc has just reached the end of turn 11, so this is going to be close here. It's just coming through the 13-14 chicane and onto the main straight as Brute comes towards the end of the pits. This is going to be very close. Brute coming out, and oh, that is a great shot. Look at that. There is the Doc, who has managed to get past our pole sitter. And Brute's got cold tyres, but he's certainly not giving up without a fight. Going through those first couple of corners. Still close, still staying on his tail. I think he's going to fight all the way to the finish line here. Wants to get his pole position back and get the win for CKZ Racing to secure their Constructors title bid. Although I think they're pretty safe with it at the moment anyway, because they're a fair way out in front already. Heading into turn 9 for the last time. They both appear to have got through it nice and clean. Onto the main straight. Looks like Doc's managed to hold on and takes the win for Midnight Racing, and what a fantastic result that is for the Doc. His first win in the RGL Forza Championships. Great result for him. And not a bad result for Brute, who I'm sure will be happy with the points for second place. He would have wanted first, but I think he'll take the points, and will help him secure his bid for the championship. You can see there the results of the race, and Wobie and CKZ in third and fourth. NZ Warrior had a few incidents, it looks like, because those are the results with penalty points included. Drifter in P7, Zulu P8, and Ollie and Dedex bringing up the rear. Taking a look at the Drivers' Championship, CKZ 945 is leading the championship, who's put in some really good results, and despite having not won a race yet, he's leading the championship, so good results for him, as consistency is key, it seems. You can see Eskimo and Blogsy have slid down the field a bit. And taking a look at the Constructors' title, it looks like CKZ Racing might have this one in the bag already. They got a commanding lead over Midnight Racing. Maybe Madness Motorsport holding down third at the moment, ahead of Starchy Bastard Racing. Interstate Motorsport in fifth, Top Gear Racing and Dead Last Racing bringing up the rear of the field, but having only one driver in each team, it's not hard to understand why. We will be back again in a few weeks' time at Road Atlanta, where we will have our reverse grid action, which is promising to be a very exciting race. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. Watching and goodbye. Watching and goodbye. Watch.